Zoos around the world are working to build up endangered reptile populations. That means focusing on the health,
Lungs look good. Good.
romance,
He's putting on his best moves.
and pregnancies
She got him.
of the numerous species that call these zoos home.
We're ready to go, so.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Priya has been called in to evaluate Cedric, a yellow anaconda who seems to be on a hunger strike.
Are you okay if I just pull his tail out and we inject his tail? Or does it need to be up closer?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's better.
Totally fine. You're just endangering my life more today.
Whatever. I just told everyone how this was not a dangerous procedure.
No, it's really not.
And you're like, oh, you're endangering my life.
Are we ready?
I want to get you relaxed in the zone.
I'm in the
for
zone.
this extremely
Priya,
dangerous procedure.
as soon as you come in this building, you're in the zone. Otherwise, you can't work in this building.
That seems dramatic.
Okay. Cedric's awesome to work with. It's always fun to work with the animals that kind of keep you on your game, that kind of show you they're still wild. But Cedric hasn't eaten in quite a few months now, and he's lost some weight, so these guys will go off feed during the breeding season, so that's normal for them. But what you don't want to see is aggressive weight loss, and that's what we're seeing. So we're pretty worried about him, so we're gonna take him up to the hospital and run a lot of tests, from my understanding.
He's so handsome.
He's beautiful.
He really is.
So Cedric is the only anaconda we have, and the keepers fondly call him Anaconda. So I decided to call him Cedric. Don't know why, it's a name that I seem to like. It makes me connect with an animal. I can refer to him as, hey, I'm gonna go down and check on Cedric.
Cedric's a yellow anaconda, so he's a lot smaller than the greens that people know. He's also a boy, so females get a lot bigger than the males do.
Hi, handsome boy.
What are you giving him?
Butorphanol. We've done it in a couple of snakes before, and I think it really helps chill him out.
Okay.
Last year, Cedric got super, super sick. He didn't eat for several months, lost a lot of weight, lost a lot of muscle condition. After a lot of intense medical management, Cedric seemed to start improving, but over the last few months, he started to go off food again. You gonna sit behind him, with him?
I'll sit with him.
Okay.
With your driving,
Oh, come on.
let's not create insult to injury here.
Bye, Saul.
Bye. Wait till it's closed.
Priya to Tessa, we are gonna be there very shortly.
Copy.
Oh, yeah, he's ready.
Yeah, those drugs works like a charm, Priya.
One of the good things about today's exam is that we were able to anesthetize him and relax him. So we're gonna do a CT, we're gonna scope him down his esophagus, and just lots of different diagnostics while we have him anesthetized. We need to try and figure out how much of what's going on with Cedric is related to seasonal inappetence and breeding behavior, and how much of it is actually because of a medical issue. So Tessa, you're gonna have to probably go from like up here, I would say.
Okay, so let me get my landmarks.
We typically scan a specific part of an animal's body, but because we don't know what's going on with Cedric or where the problem is, we're going to have to scan his entire length, which is around 7 feet. This is going to result in thousands of images to review, which might just be a record for us.
This is like a 2-minute scan.
Yeah, it's gonna have 1,000 slices.
It was quite a lengthy CT, actually. She said it's about 5,000 to 7,000 images, so I'm assuming she's not looking through those individually, but that could take a year.
We're done.
Okay.
It's the longest scan in the world.
Hey, Tessa, do you want to take him back so he doesn't get cold?
Sure.
Ew, I got goo on my hands.
It's like a worm.
Everybody slur out of here.
Well, doctors?
So there's over like 6,000 slices, maybe 8,000 slices. So I'm trying to go through them, but there's a lot.
A lot.
Oh, yes. Ooh, there, what's that?
Yeah, I think it's gotta be food, right?
Poop. Scope him. Scoping all the holes. So we can't really see anything obvious. So we're just gonna scope his stomach, turn around, scope his butt.
Good old butt scope.
Yeah. I really enjoy working with reptiles. You know, I love giraffe, I love elephants, I love the big mammal megavertebrates and the big carnivores. But it's really cool to work with a group of animals that I just don't really get to see every day. So this is a really exciting exam for me.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
The stomach is empty, in case you weren't sure.
Okay, good to know.
Maybe since he hasn't
Thanks for
eaten since
interpreting.
February.
I assumed Saul would attribute the lack of rats and body parts to empty stomach.
I'd be more concerned if there was stuff.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Where did he find a rat?
Well, that looks okay.
No,
Let's
it's
just
not.
go up the other end. Why not?
Right.
Oh,
Man, he is full.
ew. Oh, that smells frightful. When we scope Cedric from the tail end, a lot of fecal matter comes out, which is followed by multiple gas bubbles. These aren't necessarily cause for concern, but it does make the place smell pretty awful.
Here, to cover his disgustingness.
There you go.
Oh, that's better.
It's a little tough trying to find out where we're meant to be going.
Men never like to stop and ask for directions.
I am not asking where the colon is. It's got to be around here somewhere.
We just passed the duodenum.
When we scoped the bottom of Cedric, fecal matter came out, which is a little bit unusual because he hasn't eaten for so long. So was there an obstruction that we happened to dislodge? Possibly, but we didn't really find that, which is incredibly frustrating.
Well, it's good we didn't find anything, but it's also kind of disappointing that we didn't
It's
find
super
anything.
disappointing. I totally get that.
Really thinking that we'd get in there and see something.
But I'm gonna have to go through all of those slices and see if there's anything obvious, but his ultrasound looked really good. And so the CT will show us if there's any obvious lumps or bumps.
Okay.
So the next step is really giving him a little bit of time, keeping him warm, offering him food continuously, and seeing where we are in a couple of weeks. We still need to review the CT completely, so there may be some hints on that, which will direct our next expedition.
Temperature affects all reptile appetite.
So we have chicken and red meat today.
As we get more and more into the summer, their metabolism will be up. We need to make sure to be offering them extra diet
There you go.
to keep up that good, healthy body weight. Are you guys ready to feed some Komodo dragons?
Yeah.
Today we'll be feeding our two Komodo dragons, Anjay, our female, and Titus, our male. Titus is 6 years old, and Anjay is about 8. We keep them separated because our female is a little bigger than the male. She might potentially try and eat him. And they go. Titus will be outdoors. So the meat shanks are actually going to be secured to an eye hook from the ceiling. So that's going to give it like a wobble, like a pendulum. So when he bites onto that, that'll give him a lot less stability. So he's going to have to work a lot harder to eat that. All right,
So you guys ready to see these guys eat?
go ahead.
Release the Kraken.
10-4.
There he comes.
What is he eating?
Those are meat shanks.
So not eat
So
them.
that's what they naturally eat in the wild. So they could potentially eat up to 80% of their body weight in one meal. And they eat about 10 to 12 large meals a year.
Predator comes to them.
A Komodo dragon commands respect. The fact that they can take down large prey like a water buffalo using those sharp serrated teeth and sharp claws and really strong neck muscles to rip and tear, you definitely need to respect one if you see one. And here goes Anjay. She rocks her head back and forth. She has really sharp serrated teeth to slice through the meat.
And the Komodo dragons can eat humans.
They could. They are the top predator up in the Komodo Islands.
Yeah.
So the only thing they have to worry about is getting eaten by other dragons. It's amazing to watch the strength and athleticism of a Komodo dragon. I love working with both of them. They're a great part of my morning, especially on days that we feed them.
Hello. Good morning.
Well, hello.
Dr. Priya gathers the whole Shores team to move their 30-year-old American alligator named Girl for her annual exam.
Can we do blood while we're here? We would like to avoid putting it on the treatment room table, and then when we go in, go straight into the CT room and place her head first into the CT. Today's exam is fairly routine, except one thing. We are not going to be sedating her for this exam.
So I'm gonna jump first, and then everyone else can follow. Tara's gonna control the head once I have her mouth closed.
Reptiles can take a lot of time to go to sleep, but also wake up from sedation and anesthesia, so we're hoping we can be quick enough to avoid sedation. If she's really aggressive, we may decide not to do it today. All right,
Let's do it. Girl is definitely dangerous. I mean, she's an alligator after all. I know you know I'm coming for ya. I love gators. Basically, anytime I can get my hands on Girl is a good day. Come on, Girl. Come on, Girl. Come on. I know, you're spicy today. Good girl.
The gators get bigger and stronger every year, so every year we have to change and adapt how we're doing these procedures to make sure that we're staying safe. Let's give her a second.
I was gonna say, I can come from that way and I can jump right here.
Worth a shot, too, yeah.
Girl, you wanna walk this way? Girl, you wanna come here?
Yes, I do. Girl seems more comfortable with Kristen in front of her.
Come on, girl.
She sees a familiar face, maybe.
Good girl. Every time is different. This time she wants me in front of her.
And we are able to walk her into the position that we want to.
All right. Jumping.
hold they on.
Hold on.
We kind of use our body weight to keep her down, and it actually can help keep her calm.
Okay.
It's like a stress reliever a little bit.
Good.
Good girl. Once we get her on the board, she actually let us carry her very calmly. And she stayed pretty calm in the back of the truck.
Good job, Tessa. We've got a good blood sample from girls, so the next step is to move her to the hospital for her CT scan. It's important that we scan Girl every year just to make sure that everything looks normal internally. Straight into CT.
Straight into the CT.
Put her down and give her a second to go.
It's probably a lot of weight. But
Heads up, push up.
Okay, let's give her some time to settle.
Nope, she's going. Wait.
Yeah, we're gonna start strapping her down. The keepers can't be in the CT room during Girl's scan because of the radiation exposure. So we've used a lot of straps, we've used a lot of padding to keep Girl on the table in the position we would like her to stay in.
She's getting ready to go.
Okay?
But Girl is so strong and powerful that she's already starting to break out of the straps.
let's try it. Let's try it.
My plan is to do a whole body scan. The better visual imaging we can get right now, the easier it is to manage her health. But we'll have to see how it goes.
Okay, we're ready to do the first scan.
Okay, guys.
I'm just keeping a really good eye on her breaths. If she kind of looks like what we call building, where she's like kind of holding it in, and then she's going to use that for one big push to try to get out of her situation.
Lungs look good.
Good.
That was another deep breath.
All right, guys. Last one.
Every time she takes those big breaths, it makes me feel like she's going to like Hulk out.
Let's see if we miss anything.
The wind in here.
Oh, she's moving, she's moving, she's moving. Go.
Going hard.
Oh, she's moving, she's moving, she's moving.
Going hard. Girl's had enough of this. She is going to fight this now, and we need to get there immediately so she doesn't end up hurting herself. Can I go?
Yep, go.
So, we got our feet back in the thing.
All right. She's still going.
We're done. We've got enough. We're good to go back. Even though things got a little dramatic today, avoiding sedation is still in Girl's best interest. We still were able to get all of the health data that we need without having the risk of anesthesia.
She has had enough.
Now there's no recovery from anesthesia, so Girl is safe. Oh, she's mad, and she gets to go home.
I know, girl, you're almost done. Keep her feet up. Good.
Watch out for tail.
Yeah, you're all done. Good girl.
Hey, Anjay. So this is Anjay, our Komodo dragon. Anjay is an awesome dragon, and I have spent a long time building a relationship with her. She definitely has the ability to identify each of us as keepers. It looks like, oh, I think we got eggs. That's awesome. She is just hitting her reproductive age. She's 9 years old now. These are her very first eggs. So this is very exciting. Over the past few days, we've definitely started to see a little bit of behavior change. Normally she can devour an entire rabbit, but she got full after only half a rabbit. So something else was filling her up. Come on, Anjay.
What's up?
We got some Komodo eggs.
Okay, good. Well, let's check them out. I want to see how many she had.
A normal clutch size for a Komodo dragon can be up to 30 eggs. Her being a young female, and this is her first time, 10 to 15 eggs might be normal here. She totally buried it.
Oh, did she really?
Yeah, so she was using this, so we can dig through here. She might have some more. I'm not seeing a good spot for them. All right, so we've got our first 4.
Yeah, and I was hoping for a lot more.
It is a little concerning that we're not seeing more right off the bat. We need to make sure that she doesn't have a whole bunch of eggs that aren't being passed.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
So, I guess good news, huh?
Yeah,
How old is she now?
she's 9.
9. Okay. For me, reptiles have a special spot on my heart. Now, when you're talking about a Komodo dragon, it's just like the grand prize. Intelligent, smart, fast, ferocious in a good way. Amazing. That's what we were trying, correct? Having her lay eggs at least.
She laid a few this morning. She might have a couple more in there.
She might.
What's scary is these guys should, when they drop their eggs, they should just do it
all at once.
And it's done all at once. It's a little concerning because there's a possibility they're stuck in the birth canal. So this is kind of a big deal. Many years ago, we had a female dragon that went egg-bound on us. We tried some medication, we tried a few other things with her, but ended up going septic and passing away.
My next step is an X-ray.
So I want to keep a tight eye on her.
Almost turtle time.
Pee everywhere here.
Today we are doing exams on our 3 yellow-headed temple turtles. We have 2 girls and our boy George, and we're doing some egg checks on the girls. The egg checks give us a lot of information on these female turtles. It allows us to know if they're reproductively active, if they have follicles developing, have they laid eggs in the last several months between the egg checks. So there's a lot of information that we can gather from just a very quick ultrasound and an X-ray.
Turtle time.
Hi, Saul.
Hello.
This one's lively.
Is that it?
This is it.
Okay.
Is that it? You want more? I can bring more turtles. The yellow-headed temple turtles are one of the most endangered species of turtle on the planet, and they get their name because you'll see them pop up in Buddhist temples. We have never successfully bred this species here. We know they have eggs. We've been monitoring the eggs. We've actually, unfortunately, had some laid in the water. They didn't lay them in their nest pit, and we weren't able to retrieve them. Off you go.
Tessa, your girls are coming out. The first step is to do all of the egg checks on the girls, which starts with a radiograph, which will tell us if there are any fully developed eggs. Temple turtles are part of a species survival program, which means that someone controls their genetic viability very, very closely in pairs, males and females, to make sure that these populations are sustainable under human care. She got him.
Those look like they're ready.
First turtle on the docket today did not have eggs last time. Sure enough, she's loaded with eggs this time. And they look like they're pretty far along.
That was 5 eggs, right, Tessa?
Yeah, there was 5 in there.
On a more important note, have you thought about giving them names?
Listen, You guys name our stuff, all right? You've been better at naming. Like, George is a great name.
George is our male yellow-headed temple turtle. On the whole, the reptile department doesn't like naming things. They have their reasons for this. Tessa, he said you can name the girls.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't already, to be honest.
Tessa,
you want
so
some
what
help,
are you gonna
or,
name them?
I don't know.
Gladys. Tessa and I definitely like to give animals names. So during one of George's first exams, we decided to collectively come up with a name, and Tessa and I decided George was quite fitting.
They all have to be G's?
Oh, that's true, yeah. That's gonna confusing.
That's a follicle.
Who's naming them here, you or Tessa?
I'm giving help.
Let her have some creative control
having-
here. You're a micromanager.
So we know she has eggs based on the x-ray that we did, but we just want to also see if she's got follicles developing. Follicles in a reptile are undeveloped, unfertilized eggs. So having a number of follicles in the ovary basically gives us an indication of how many eggs may potentially be formed. Once they are fertilized, they can become a fully developed egg. There's follicles in there as well as shelled eggs.
It's good because we really want her eggs, but it's bad because she can't go outside until she lays them, so. These guys, live in the reptile house in the winter and then go out in the pools in the summer. But unfortunately, if we put them out with eggs and they lay out there, either the eggs will get eaten by a predator or we'll never be able to find them. It's such a huge space.
So this one we're expecting to see no eggs on?
Hopefully. Female temple turtle number 2. She's the one that laid the 9 eggs we found in the water, so we're not expecting her to have any more at this time.
Oh my gosh.
You have more?
Yes.
She's a reproductive demon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She's just pumping them out.
So both of the girl temple turtles have eggs, which is a fantastic thing. The next step is to get them fertilized to create baby turtles that can be hatched out and contribute to the population. Coolio. Well, they look good. They're doing things naturally. They're reproductively active. I like it. I understand that you want them to do it at a certain time, but...
Unfortunately, the girls, they don't get to go outside right now, but they have eggs, and we need those. And it's helping the future of this species. Go turtle team.
You're a nerd.
She's aware. She knows something's going on. We could probably just start setting up, and she'll probably walk over and check us out. This morning, Anjay laid a few eggs. A normal laying female will usually deposit all of her eggs together. So seeing just a few eggs is very abnormal behavior.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
We're ready to do this?
X-ray should hopefully show us if she's retaining eggs. So we'll be doing X-rays in the dragon's lair. All right, and then we'll close this.
Hey, we good?
We're good. So come on in. If you guys want to start setting up everything you need, I'll just stand and kind of keep an eye on her for a minute.
If they get too close or it's someplace where you look like you're gonna back yourself into a corner, obviously that's not safe, so.
Yeah. Jason, is she doing okay with all of us in here? She definitely knows that something's up. She's just like, gonna keep one eye on you.
Here, let's do it. Komodo dragons are fierce. She could potentially, if she wanted to, rip a chunk out of my arm without even trying. So we definitely need to use an extra level of caution with them. Some people might think we're a little crazy for going in here, but to us, this is just another day in the office. Be careful. Okay.
There we go.
All right, so you got your machine ready?
Yep, Stacy's ready to roll.
Working with Komodos can be really dangerous, but it's really important that we get this X-ray to help us see how many eggs still remaining.
She's wanting to crawl away. She's like, no, thank you.
Anjay hasn't done a lot of these X-rays before, so this is very new to her, as well as there's a lot of new people in the habitat.
So many people.
So she is very interested in everything that's going on, and it's a little more challenging to keep her still.
All right, if you guys are good, she's really calm right now.
This is where all the work we've done building a relationship comes into play. So the fact that she will let us come in to take these X-rays, this makes this a lower stress situation for her.
Perfect.
There you go.
All right, that looks good, Stacy.
Okay.
We're gonna take these x-rays back to the hospital so we can really get a good look at the images.
Well, she did a darn good job. And back to her spot for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, right to that.
Well, that made my day. Got to x-ray a dragon.
Heck yeah. X-rayer of dragons. Take that, mother of dragons.
Reptiles to reptiles, Jason.
Hey, go ahead.
Both the snakes are out of the burrow. Can you grab a couple of mice?
Yeah, 10-4. I'll get them thawed and I'll be there in a few minutes.
10-4, I'll see you in a minute. It's breeding season for our indigo snakes, so we're gonna put them together.
We got your mice.
Go ahead and feed them,
right.
and then we'll put them together.
The eastern indigo snake is a Florida native.
It's a very large black snake. They're the longest native snake to the U.S. They can get over 7 feet long, so they can be intimidating. But I think the eastern indigo snake is a very cool species. They're an apex predator, so they're known for preying on all sorts of stuff, including venomous snakes. There he goes. They're a great thing to have in your backyard. Basically, we feed them, then we breed them. That kind of encourages their metabolism to get going and can encourage the breeding behavior. He's gonna go butt first.
Must taste better head last.
Unfortunately, with habitat loss and poaching, there's been a decrease in the population.
We are part of the eastern indigo snake species survival plan, and we want to make sure that this snake is around for future generations to enjoy. Part of that is making sure people are educated as to how important this snake is to Florida's ecosystem.
God, he's big enough, he's just gonna swallow it sideways. All right, his is almost down.
That was fast.
How's she doing?
She's done.
All right, the indigos chowed right down on those mice, so now it's time to put them together. Because they are snake eaters, we need to make sure when we're introducing that they don't just decide it's snack time. We want to make sure that we don't see aggression between them, and if we were to put them together at the wrong time, we might only end up with one snake. We just got to be ready with the hooks too, so if they have an issue, we can separate them quickly.
Okay. Just go ahead and put her in.
If the male's interested in the breeding, he's gonna pursue the female and bob his head up and down her, just rubbing his head up and down her body.
He's starting to follow the movement.
We should know within the first minutes putting these guys together whether they're ready to breed or not.
We got a little bit of movement. He's looking the wrong way though. Our male isn't always the most outgoing when it comes to approaching the ladies. He does not have much game. He's got to work on that.
Sometimes you hit a home run, sometimes you foul out. It didn't work today.
Nope.
Put him back.
All right. We weren't successful today, but we definitely aren't going to give up. Indigo snake breeding, you just got to keep trying. Try again.
Let's see how many eggs are here. It's a really nice nest, though.
Look at her watching you.
We just found out there are some freshly laid eggs from one of our endangered female temple turtles, so we're really, really excited. We've got these guys in years ago. The first few eggs weren't good. They were bad in the nest pit or broken. The fact that we got eggs that we could collect, this is amazing. I mean, this is years of work to get to this point. It's absolutely incredible. It's at 5. I'm gonna check the other side just to be safe.
Definitely not the risk you want to take with an endangered species.
Heck no. No northern zoo has successfully reproduced this species. We'd be able to learn a lot. Yeah, yellow-headed temple turtles are really endangered. There hasn't been a tremendous amount of success breeding them in zoos. In fact, all the zoos that have had success breeding these guys so far have just been southern zoos, and they get to just live outside all the time, and then they come out and there's babies out there, and yay. Okay, yep, that's it.
Okay, so 5. They're good-looking eggs.
Yeah, they are. It takes a few days to be able to tell if the eggs are fertile or not, and so we'll find out. Yeah, the eggs are potted and safe. They're in the incubator. They look really good. Now we just need to figure out what temple turtle actually laid them.
Here's Gertrude.
Oh, yay. So we're hoping this is the eggs were from her.
Yes. So we found 5 eggs, which is exactly the amount that she had.
Awesome.
Tessa loves these guys, and of course she gets the naming rights to them. She went with Gertrude, Greta, and George's theme.
I'm super excited today, not only for Saul, because he's been trying so hard to get these females to lay their eggs and to salvage them. It's really exciting because we want to increase the population. All right, 6 feet. Done.
So we'll actually know who it is because she'll be empty. She won't have any eggs in her. With the anticipation.
She's empty. That's awesome.
Boom. Sweet. Yeah. I feel like a first-time dad. Quick radiograph, and sure enough, she's empty. So these are hers for sure now. We're super excited, and hopefully here in a few months, we'll have some little baby Gertrudes running around.
That's so exciting.
So hopefully they're good.
Yeah.
She can go out in her pool now. So
Good.
she'll go out with Greta and George.
The G's are reunited.
This is the first candling.
All right, well, let's cross our fingers.
If they're not viable, I'm gonna go home and cry, so. Today we're gonna candle the eggs from Gertrude, the temple turtle. And what that really means is we're gonna put a light up to them and see if there's development going on. Kill the lights. It's called candling because they used to actually use candles for chicken eggs. They would take them and try to put a candle underneath it. It's the exact same reason we're doing it, to see if they're developing or not. Obviously, using a candle isn't the best thing because you're holding a fire up to an egg. Now we use flashlights.
Egg one, let's do it.
Precious cargo. Oh yeah, this one's pretty far along.
Oh, it is moving.
Oh yeah, we got a turtle in there. That's the turtle top.
That's his shell.
That's pretty.
Okay, number two.
Number two. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. Oh, it's kicking. Do you see it moving? It's moving right there. It hits the light.
Oh yeah, it does eat the light.
Number
Just
three.
saying.
Man, this guy's.
Number three is my favorite.
This guy's heavy. This is a hoss. 63.8.
It's definitely, the development is
It's moving.
farther along than number two.
Look, that's like its arm right there.
Oh, wow.
Yellow temple turtles are really in danger. They're really hurting in the wild. And we don't know a lot about how to incubate this species. We don't know how long it's gonna take or what the process is really. So this is a learning experience for all of us.
All right, number four.
Oh,
Lots of movement. He's all in the dark and we just threw a flashlight in his face. It's really cool to be able to candle these eggs and see movement inside, see that they're developing. And one of the most interesting parts of the whole thing is that all the eggs are at different stages of development, even though they were all laid at the same time and they're all being kept at the same temperature. So we're learning a lot about the eggs.
That's a big old vein.
Tell them a bedtime story.
I'm not gonna do that.
Geez, Saul, you're right. You don't have kids.
Should I put some opera music on them to make them super geniuses? All right, I want to get him back in there. I don't want to keep him out too long.
That is super exciting.
gosh.
It's like the best news we could have
Yay,
asked
celebratory
for
drinking.
today.
How cool is that? Baby turtles, we've never bred them before. They're alive, they're moving around. Every one of those eggs is developing. They all have veins. Awesome. I mean, this is fantastic.
You're in the window, I think, for hatch, right?
We don't know.
But I mean, that one being very well developed, I feel like we should just be checking.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
I mean,
all the
at this
time.
point, yeah, we don't know. We're not out of the woods. I mean, yeah, they're really far developed, but this is kind of almost that time where you're like, okay, don't want to screw anything up. I just want them to pop out. Come on, guys.
The results of Cedric the Anaconda's CT scan were inconclusive. So today, Dr. Priya is visiting Cedric during his scheduled feeding time to give him one last chance to eat and avoid a potential surgery.
Hey,
How's it going?
good. How about you?
Good. He's ready.
Is he really? You have a
I
good
don't know.
feeling about this?
I mean,
I'm
I'm
hoping he
optimistic
does.
every time we feed him.
Okay, well, that's one of us. I mean, it's been so long. It's been over 7 months since he hasn't eaten. So I guess if this is his last chance, if he doesn't eat,
Right.
next step is to potentially do that surgery and open him up and see what we find. The last thing we want to do is exploratory surgery on Cedric, because this would involve invasive surgery, opening him up from head to tail, which of course would be stressful and something we want to avoid if possible. Getting excited. Come on, buddy. Does he normally come to the front when he's hungry?
Usually when he's gonna eat, it's immediate.
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
All right, well, there's that for you.
That was incredible.
So what does that mean?
We looked at a bunch of things, but we never really found an official cause, and we
Sure.
never really treated anything specific, so it fits with it being seasonal. Since we didn't see anything else during his diagnostic exam, we're making an educated guess that his inappetence was because of a seasonal breeding behavior, which can be typical for anacondas. What's not typical is how long he was off food compared to previous years. So there was some cause for concern. However, we love the happy surprises when animals like Cedric help us out, throw us a bone, and fix themselves without us having to do pretty amazing invasive procedures. Okay, keep me posted.
Okay.
Thanks, Saul.
You're welcome.
You're gonna be the X-ray person?
Okay, we'll have the hook ready. Anjay is a lot more active today, so there's a good chance now that she's laid all of her eggs, but we're going to need to do one more X-ray just to make sure she's clear. Go ahead and scratch her head a little bit. She just wants to come check you out. There we go. You just want the butt right there? Perfect.
Just need your hands out of the shot.
Oh, get it?
That should be a good one. Nice.
It's a good shot.
There we go.
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hey.
It looks like good news. I'm just happy to say that I don't see any more eggs inside of Angie, so that's a really good sign. Hopefully the male will breed her. Hopefully, we know more or less her timing, and next time, she's just gonna lay them all at once.
Okay. Unfortunately, the eggs that we put in the incubator don't seem to be good. Next year, once we get to breeding season, we're hoping to pair Anjay up with our male Titus, and we'll be able to have those baby Komodo dragons that we want to hang out with.
Tara and Kristen were texting me all day yesterday. One of the temple turtle eggs' head started poking out. So we're gonna check on him this morning and see where he's at, and hopefully he's out and ready to go into a tank. Oh, he's ready. Yeah, here we go. Oh, hey, little guy. Oh, you're causing a ruckus in here. Let's get a look at you. You're covered in vermiculite. This is the first ever temple turtle to hatch at the Columbus Zoo. All right, let's give you a little bath. This is the first thing I need to do is clean it off so we can do an exam. You are a mess. Oh my gosh, you already almost absorbed your umbilicus. You are ready to go. That umbilicus, that's an open source to environmental pathogens. So we look at that. We want to make sure there's no infection there, no open wounds or anything. 41.4, that is a big little turtle. It looks fantastic. I'm really trying to contain myself because I don't want you guys to think I'm a big goober, but this is 3 years in the works. This is the first time. I mean, we're gonna learn so much about the care of these guys. I couldn't be happier. This is the best thing that you can come into in any given morning. All right, let's go to your home. All right, we'll leave your egg in with you just in case. Some species will actually munch on the egg for a little calcium after they hatch out. Might as well leave it in for a couple days with it just to see if he munches on it at all. All right, we'll probably check on you 1,000 times. It's your new home. I consider myself so fortunate to be able to work at a job where I've been able to focus on my specialty, on my love and passion for turtles. And it's awesome to be able to come in and just work with some of the most endangered animals on the planet. He's running around just toppling himself over. It's tough being new. Getting people to love reptiles, it's easy to love an elephant. Everybody loves elephants, but turtles and tortoises is not the same situations. That's the challenge that we embrace as reptile keepers. There you go, buddy. Now for the next one. This egg hatched today. Who knows when the next one could hatch? It could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be a month from now. Turtles are kind of weird like that, so we're gonna anxiously await for the next one. Oh my gosh, it's literally the cutest thing on the planet.
Reptiles, Princess and Powder.
Go for Powder.
Okay, the indigos are out. Let's get them together for the last time this season.
10-4, we'll be right there.
All right, conditions are good today. It's time to put the indigos together again. You ready?
Are you ready?
Are they ready?
That's the question.
The last time we put these indigo snakes together, we weren't successful.
We got a little bit of movement. He's looking the wrong way, though.
With breeding season coming to an end, this could be our last chance for romance.
One thing, this is the last breeding of the season, so it could get a little rough, so pay attention.
Okay.
If he bites her, we'll just pull her right out.
I'll keep an eye far side.
Okay.
All right.
We want to make sure that the indigo snake is around for a very long time.
All right, I'm gonna put her in.
If we get this breeding thing down, then we can not only help with the population here in zoos, but we can also potentially breed for reintroduction here in Florida in the future.
All right, he definitely sees her.
Yeah, she sees him.
He's starting to flick his tongue, so he might start getting interested here. They can use their tongue to sense direction, so he can tell where she is just by tasting the air. Which way is she headed?
She's heading towards you.
Yeah, she turned away from him.
He's following her.
Okay, good.
We're definitely start to seeing that pursuit that we're supposed to be seeing.
Trying to figure out if he wants to eat her or breed her.
Ah, movement.
Come on, buddy.
Oh.
We're hoping to see some positive breeding behavior from the male today. If we don't, then we have to wait until next year.
Oh, he's on her.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
All right, so he's starting to rub his head on her a bit. Now he's trying to line that body up.
That's exciting.
Oh, wow, they're like right here.
That's cool, man.
So the female's in, and the male is starting to pursue. He's rubbing his head on her just like he's supposed to, and he's trying to line his body up. He's doing everything he's supposed to do to get breeding done.
He's putting on his best moves.
She looks like she appreciates it.
100% awesome. They're doing everything they're supposed to be doing.
That's so cool.
All right, there goes the tail.
All right.
We got a lock.
All right.
Once we finally see that lock, we're all ecstatic. He will stay in that position for up to 24 hours. So that's why we call it locking up. Breeding can last for a very, very long time.
Sweet. That's exciting.
This is almost as exciting as the Super Bowl. Well, maybe not.
All right, nice job, guys.
Those guys, not you guys.
Yeah.
I hope so.
We've put a lot of time and effort into this project.
It only took like 20 intros this year.
We introduced these animals many, many times. We're sitting out here watching them sometimes for hours to try and do these introductions. So to see it successful is a great feeling.
You can't rush love, you know?
You ready to feed some dragons? Even though we were worried, Anjay definitely knew what she was doing. She just wanted to have us bite our nails for a few days. Now that she's clear, no more eggs, she gets to eat a whole rabbit.
How's everybody doing today? Today we're going to be feeding our female Komodo dragon out here on display. And as you can see, she's getting a rabbit. The rabbit still has the gooey center, so if you're squeamish, you might not want to watch. Hey, go ahead and let Anjay out. Here she comes. She's going to be pretty hungry. The reason we hang that rabbit up there like that is it's no free meal here. She has to work to get that meal. We want her to get her exercise pulling and yanking and using her muscles.
She is ravenous. She got all that space cleared out. Now she wants to fill it back up with a rabbit. We are so happy that she is back to normal and that she is jumping right into this feast. That's the best part, right? See how she's rocking her head back and forth like that? She's got hooked, serrated teeth, so she's using them like a knife. So she's actually rocking it to slice through. And you can see she's not shy about eating the fur and all that. She'll eat the whole rabbit.
She had me worried last week. She's healthy, she's back to eating, she's looking like a dragon should look. Feeling pretty good now about this whole thing, yeah. She seems to be back to herself.
Look at her go.